Chapter 28. December 9th, 2024. The day death tried to steal me. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Psalm 23, verse 4, NIV. As I poured my heart into helping other people's children while fiercely protecting my own, I never imagined that a moment was coming when my own strength would vanish and my children would witness their mother face her greatest test yet. December 9th, 2024 will forever mark another dividing line in my life, before and after. It wasn't just a disruption of my daily routine, it was a life-altering moment, a quiet ambush that no one could have foreseen hitting me in my 40s. And yet, by the mercy of God, it didn't strike while I was driving, out on an 8-mile run, or visiting a student's home. It happened in the one place I felt safest, my own kitchen. My husband was standing just a few feet from me, and heartbreakingly, my 10-year-old son was sitting across from me, finishing his dessert, watching everything unfold. It could have been so different. Ryan might still have been at work in Newark. The kids could have been distracted with their headphones on. I could have been completely alone. But thank God I wasn't. I was on my laptop, as I often was, wrapping up a virtual tutoring session, replying to emails, or preparing for the next day. Everything felt perfectly ordinary, until it wasn't. The first sign was strange, almost childish. My eyes crossed, like the goofy faces we made as a kids to get the laugh, but this wasn't funny. My eyes locked in place, and no matter how I tried, I couldn't uncross them. Panic surged. I stood up, the world tilting violently around me. The dizziness was so intense I could barely stay upright. Ryan rushed to my side, his arms wrapping around me as I clung to him, eyes clamped shut to stop the spinning. I could hear the fear rising in his voice, even as he tried to stay calm. I managed to ask him to look me in the eye. "What do you see?" I asked. I needed someone to tell me what was happening because I couldn't make sense of it myself. When I peeled my eyes open just enough, Ryan's face changed. Later, he would tell me they were drifting in different directions as if they were floating free from control. He gently urged me to the couch and called his mother to come with us to the ER. Upstairs, our older son was home from college almost on winter break, preparing for final exams. Suddenly, he was thrust into a nightmare, watching his mother unravel before his eyes. But it was Xavier, our youngest, who had seen it all from across the table. When I later asked Xavier how he made it through that night and the days that would follow, he simply said, "What do you think? Sean, of course." Thank God for big brothers. As Ryan helped me to the couch, I kept my eyes closed, trying to anchor myself in the darkness. But then, something even more terrifying began to unfold. My thoughts started to blur, and when Ryan spoke to me, I could hear him, but when I tried to respond, my words sounded distorted and distant, as if I were underwater. I was losing control, and I knew it. Ryan would later compare it to hearing someone who's had too much alcohol to drink. Incoherent, but I hadn't touched a drop. My body was betraying me, shutting down without explanation. By the time my mother-in-law arrived, I was barely coherent. Ryan quickly made arrangements, asking Sean to care for Xavier, and we headed out into the December night.